If you're a natural-born marketer, you're one lucky son of a gun. If you're like most people, marketing, especially online marketing, is about as appealing as standing in a police lineup. The May Create team of creatives has transformed websites and digital marketing from craptastic to fantastic since 2005. Our podcast, Marketing with Purpose, makes sense of marketing so you can make purposeful decisions instead of carrying on with the same old crap you've been doing. And now your host, Monica Pitts, founder of May Create, with another episode on how to make your marketing not suck.
Hello, Marketing with Purpose listeners. I'm Monica Pitts.
I'm Katie Gwen.
And hey, I just said it. This is Marketing with Purpose. Today we're going to talk about one of my very, very favorite topics.
What's that?
Websites.
Oh, we do those.
Yes.
That's what we do.
I love talking about websites. They're like my core. Like, this is what I started my business doing. And so I feel like it's what I really know best is websites.
I think that's fair.
And one of the types of websites that we make so often are construction websites.
Mm-hmm.
At one point in our company, we decided that we were going to focus on certain industries so we could do a better job providing a service to them. One of the industries that we absolutely loved working with was construction companies because, like us, they have to take clients through a project from start to finish on a timeline, and they understand what it is to design and build something. So they've been wonderful to work with, and I have some advice about what needs to go in a great construction website.
Yeah, not just any construction website, but a good one or a great one.
Yeah.
Which is the point. We're making it great, people.
I know that we just said that we're going to talk about what makes a great construction website. I would also like to give a disclaimer that a lot of the things that we're going to talk about today apply to more than just construction websites. If you have, services that you offer, if you want to show examples of your work, or if you're trying to hire people, these are great tips.
Best practices for all industries. You just got to apply it to your own.
Exactly. So stick with us.
You'll glean something, I think, at least from one of the three things we'll talk about, in my opinion.
She thinks.
I think. It's my opinion. So,
she does think a lot.
Yeah, I do. That's why one of the reasons I think you hired me. I hope. Oh my God, I'm thinking again.
When I evaluate a construction website, I look for three things: a well-built-out services section, a robust project section, and a targeted careers section. Let's start at the top with a well-built-out services section. Now, Katie spends a lot of her time building out services pages.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we want to have a page for every service on their website?
Oh, where do I begin? Mostly because if you want people to find you for what you do, you're going to want a certain amount of information on your website about that. And when people are searching for certain services, they're not super general. They get pretty specific, especially in the construction industry. So you want a page for each service so that people can find you more easily on the internet.
Search engine optimization, my friends.
That was the roundabout way of saying SEO.
When we build a construction website, Katie will create a page for each one of that client's services. She doesn't just have one page with a bulleted list on it. That's not how it works. When we optimize a page, we can optimize it for a set of terms that are related. And we do a lot of research to make sure that we have the right phrases to describe the services that people offer. Mm-hmm. For example, drywall contractor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was really a fun bunny trail that we went on one day. People look for drywall contractors. Now, those same people do framing, but they look for framers separate from drywall contractors. Mm-hmm. So we ended up with two pages on that website, one for framing and one for drywall contractor, because people look for them separately, and Google displays different search results for each of the terms. Within your projects section, you need to shoot for about 500 words of content about each service.
You said project section. You mean services section?
I mean services section.
There's so many words.
I know. They get all confused.
And they're all important.
Yes. And within those 500 words, you're going to use the name of the service. Once upon a time, There was a man who came to me to build his construction website, and he said, I build new homes. And I said, excellent. And all of the content on his website says new homes, new homes, new homes. And then he came to me 1 year later and said, when I search for remodeling, I do not show up. And I'm like, of course you don't. You never said the word remodeling once on your entire website. And so we added a remodeling section to his website.
It's amazing what adding words related to what you do to your website will do for people finding your website.
Oh, how many times can we say the word website in one sentence?
I'm trying to get it all in the first part of the section.
The services section. So on that page, once again, we've got what you do, 500 words. Also, cross-reference to your projects section, which we will talk about next, showing people projects that you've done for this service area. Tell people who to contact to learn more about this service, especially if you're a large company and you have multiple different salespersons who tackle different areas.
Regions, services, who knows?
Oh, that's very true.
You never know.
Different regions. And then if you only provide a certain service or material in a specific location, you need to explain where.
Yeah, somewhere in that page. Yeah. Tell people we only offer this here. You know.
We have a lot of quarries that are our clients, and they have certain types of rock at one quarry and not at others. So we have to make sure that when we're talking about the products that they sell and the locations, we cross-reference between this location sells these products, and these products you can pick up at this location. And it makes sense. The second thing that your great construction website must have is a robust projects section.
Yeah.
And you can call it projects or portfolio or...
Completed jobs. Or
Yeah.
even, I mean, just, I don't know. What are other things?
Well,
people?
jobs is a hard one.
Yeah.
Because in the industry, everybody calls them jobs. But there's also this thing that they're hiring people for that is also called a job.
A job.
And when you have on your navigation bar careers and jobs, like which is, I mean, it seems redundant, right?
Yeah, maybe completed work is one I've seen.
Yeah, completed projects.
Completed projects, you know.
Yes.
I guess you don't have a huge variety of words to pull from, but you're not restricted to just one.
Exactly. So you name it the thing that's right for you. I have one client that called it what we do.
Yeah.
I am forever confused.
And then
about
another
what is going to be on that page, though.
Yeah, and we have another one that calls it experience,
Yes.
which is like, okay, that's more related, I think.
And they call their services page capabilities.
And I can wrap my brain around that.
Yes. So, case studies.
Case studies is good.
I've heard it called case studies, but you can only call it case studies if you actually study the cases.
Right.
Not if they're just a bunch of pictures, because those are not actually case studies. That's called a photo gallery. You have to have a robust project section. We're going to call it a project section. Really, what we were just lamenting over is what to name the pages on your site. And stay true to yourselves and your companies, what you call the different parts of what you do and who you are, but also be real about what other people might look for them under. Don't call them mystery meat things. Like, what is this?
Like,
if I click on it,
yeah.
because people are just not going
It's
to
the
click
most
on something.
ambiguous word I've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah, avoid that.
By robust project section, I mean functional. It has to be functional for you, and it has to be functional for visitors. Functional for you means that you and your team have to be able to easily add and update projects, upload photos, and format the information about every single project. It should be easy. You should not have to call your web designer to do this for you. If you do have to call them to do this for you, you should get another web designer.
Yeah.
We build project sections this way for so many reasons. One, because I don't feel like I should ask the most senior level person on my team to update your website. No. It should be able to be done by anyone on my team, or how am I going to deliver it back to you in a reasonable amount of time? And it should be the same on your team. You should be able to have anybody update that portion of your website. These pages need to be systematically formatted. They need to look and feel the same. So as I'm going through the projects section of your website, I know where to find the pieces of information that I want about each project to learn about it. When you give people an open canvas to put in whatever they want, stuff is moved all over the place and things start to feel not uniform, and then you start to lose some credibility.
Like you have a hot pink header somewhere. That's not going to work.
Oh, heavens. Did I ever tell you that we did a nightclub website one time? Like, it was a comedy club, and every time I went out there, it was like a whole different color scheme, and I really, truly regretted ever giving them, like, the keys to the car.
You're like, great. Ruined it all.
So we put the lockdown
Yeah.
on the project
Yeah.
section for everybody's protection. You shouldn't have to learn another language to update your projects. It should be like using a coffee cup.
Easy.
Easy. It should also be easy for your visitors to use. Like I said, if all that information is in logical places in the same spot on every page, it feels more normal to them. It makes them feel comfortable in the site. They should be able to sort through your projects to find the ones that they want. And how you allow them to sort is really based on what they need to know in order to make a buying decision. For example, some people want visitors to be able to sort by location, others by industry, some by service type. It all depends on what that visitor needs to be able to see to make a decision about whether this project is relevant to them or not. And there are lots of different styles of project sections.
Oh, so many. In fact, we toiled over that too. Like, what types are there and what do we name them?
Yeah, because Katie and I had to put a name with them. We couldn't just show you an icon.
No, it doesn't make sense.
We can't see the rocks in your head moving. They just...
Exactly.
Oh, the joke from the blind grandma never gets old. I'm joking because it's my blind grandma.
You're allowed to joke about your blind grandmother.
I know. She was awesome. A rock star of a woman. I'm serious. She ran a farm and raised 4 children without being able to see in the 60s.
Yeah, that's insane.
Boom.
Get it.
I just want to be like her when I grow up. I think I'm on my way.
I was
maybe.
gonna say that.
With each episode of this podcast.
Yes, this is what's doing it.
Thank you, Grandma Shoe. Back to robust.
Right?
Like Grandma Shoe. Each one of these projects is robust in a way that it has its own page. We have a separate page for each project for the same reason that we have a separate page for each service. For search engine optimization.
SEO.
Woo!
Yeah, surround sound. SEO.
Yes. Because how great is it when somebody searches for bridges in Missouri and a bridge contractor pops up, right? Like, that's pretty cool. It's because each project has its own page. And this is why you can't just have a photo gallery.
There are no words on photo galleries.
They're just pictures.
Yeah.
And I mean, I look at a lot of construction projects, and I have to say that especially when people just have photos of completed projects on their project section, I honestly don't know what you did.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, look, a building that looks newer rather than older.
Because we have everybody from mechanical engineers to window wall fabricators.
To excavators. To,
I know.
You know?
Like commercial electricians. When I look at the outside of a hospital, it looks like the outside of a hospital. I don't know if you were the person that manufactured the window wall or you were the person that did the plumbing.
Were you the architect? We don't know.
We don't know.
We have no idea.
And that is why, my friends, a photo gallery will not do the trick. Oh, I mean, like, on top of the fact that it's not going to get you the SEO that you want and the additional visits to your website that you would go for. Having a project section definitely boosts the number of visitors to your website. We always want that. The more people whose hands you shake, even virtually, the more people who you have an opportunity to build for later.
It's true.
On these individual projects pages, make sure that you have the location of the project, your contact information, additional photos. I love it when they talk about the projects, the problems that they ran into, maybe the specifications that the client gave them that were more challenging and like how they came to a solution. Industry, client name if you can, even linking to the client's website. Will often link to the engineer's website, depending upon what kind of construction you do. Link to other projects like the one that you're showing on the page, so that way they can see that you've done more than just this one project. And then two, if you're really trying to establish yourself as a regional company or a national company, sometimes a project's map, not necessarily on the single projects page, but on another page, a project's map can go a really long way. You can say, oh, well, we do projects from Texas to New York, all the way over to LA. But when you show somebody a map with pinpoints on it of all of your projects, and they can click on the pinpoint and read about the individual projects that you have built, it is a visual representation of how immense you are. And I do feel like people use location a lot to determine whether you are a qualified contractor to do their project. Because if you've never worked in the South or in the North before, like, you probably won't understand the different, I mean, down to the building codes, but all the way up to the environmental impact on what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's real.
It's so real. So the third thing that you need to have in your construction website is a targeted careers section.
Explain.
I mean, I sit down with construction companies all the time, and I tell you, the reason that they're coming to me to help them with their website and with their online marketing is not because they don't have enough business. They've got business. They are established. They are awesome. People want to work with them. The reason that they're coming to me is because they have people that are retiring out of their middle management positions, and they can't find qualified individuals to put in that seat on the bus. Mm-hmm. Which sucks. Just 2 days ago, there was a gentleman who said, hey, here's the deal. We are literally maxed out on our workload for the next 2 years. Ooh. I can't accept another project because I don't have enough foremen to facilitate through the end of those projects.
Whoa. Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to have job security because everyone wants you and you're in great demand, but it's another thing when you're in great demand and you could grow bigger, but you can't find the people.
Exactly. So just having a page that says you can get a job with us, it's really not enough. And I will probably do so many more podcasts over this topic because I feel like it is becoming such an intimate problem of mine to help solve. What does a targeted careers section look like? There should be a landing page for each type of career you are hiring for. For example, if you hire interns, you should have an intern page. If you hire skilled craftsmen, you should have a skilled craftsman page. And then if you hire experienced workers or management, they need to have another page. And here's why. Because each one of those individuals uses different criteria to decide whether or not they want to work with your company.
And some are even in completely different stages of life.
I mean, the interns just need to have an internship.
Yeah, the interns just give them directions and an email or, a form to fill out and they're good. But, and a goal. A goal in life.
While your skilled craftsmen and your leadership positions, they are people that probably have other jobs right now. And they need to understand why working for your company is going to be better than working for another company. Also, imagine the people that are just coming out of college, they want to see what the trajectory is to get them to those leadership positions. That is something that you can share with them. How long does it take for this entry-level employee to get into a leadership position? Show them the progression. Show them actual quotes and faces of people that work for you. Do not use the awkward, glowing stock photos in this section of your website. It doesn't make any sense because that is not actually you. Those are the weird glowing stock people.
Yeah, not a speck of dirt on them.
And as you are choosing your own photos, please make sure that you have not made any safety violations in them.
Also, sound advice.
Also, so in your career section, you will have those landing pages for each type of person you're recruiting. You'll have job vacancies, so the types of jobs that you're trying to fill right now. Share things like benefits and also salary range.
Oh, please.
That's
please share salary range.
I mean, people need to know that. Tell people how to apply. And then one of my favorite things is if you're posting all of those job listings to your website, allow people to sign up for email alerts when a job vacancy is posted. You can automate this. We talked about that in an earlier podcast on why you should do email marketing. And it'll send out automatically from your website to the list of job applicants. And then you can also gather the email addresses of people who are interested in working for your company, but maybe the right position wasn't open for them right now. Having said this, just listing jobs on your website is not enough to fill them. You're going to probably have to put them out. Actually, not probably. You have to go put them out on job boards as well, which is yet another podcast. So I shall not go in that too much, but I will definitely talk about it more in the future. And that, my friends, in a nutshell, a great construction website. A built-out services section, a robust projects section, and a targeted careers section.
That sounds like a great website to me.
Would you like working on it?
I would. I would love building it out for you. If you guys want to come to us, I will help you.
That is not a sales pitch at all, my friends.
No, I really enjoy building websites.
She does, and she does a lovely job of putting pages together. And
Thank you.
so the special thing about Katie, and I can brag about her for a second here.
Just a singular thing? Go on.
Well, this is one of your very special skills, is that I have designers who can put together the exterior of a website and make it look completely awesome. And then when it comes to the interior pages of a website, they are completely worn out, and they don't want to read the stuff that goes in there, and they don't want to think about where every photo goes and whether it's the right thing to tell the story. And Katie is so good at that.
That's my number one focus.
Yes.
How should this go on the page?
Yes. She takes it and makes it like a logical story from the top of the page to the bottom and puts really nice images in. And it just, it made me so happy when we
Thank
realized that she was just a fantastic human being.
Hey, stop. Go on.
Could do this service.
You can't see it, but I'm blushing.
So now that we are done glowing about Katie, I'm sure that every one of you are thinking you're going to run over there and snatch her and hire her from me. And I have to tell you that nothing good will come of that decision.
She'll come at you like a
It
spider
could be
monkey.
like dynamite or toilet paper.
TP and dynamite.
That is how I would solve that problem.
Hashtag new band name. TP and dynamite.
Maybe forks.
Like yard forking?
I've heard that's a thing.
You know,
in our community.
If you hate someone just enough and you time it just right, you can fork people's yards when it's soft ground, and then it'll freeze overnight, the right time of year, and then guess what? Those forks are stuck there for a while. Just saying. But you got to really hate someone a lot at the right time. You know what I mean?
Or hate someone's kids because you know who's pulling those forks out.
Oh, well, yeah, as a parent, now I can say
Yeah.
that transcends into a whole different level.
Except for my kids would probably think it's really fun.
I gotta wait till they're old enough, you know.
And we digress. See, I told you she was awesome, guys.
Stop it. Go on. You can't have me.
No, you can't. If you want to see some of Katie's work, you can go over to our website at mayecreate.com/portfolio. I hope that is actually the address for
It
our
is.
portfolio.
That checks out.
Okay.
We named our websites real good.
And you can check out people that we've worked for and just get ideas really about what a good construction website looks like. We also have ebooks and blog articles about this topic because you can tell we absolutely love to talk about it and it is a very real part of our world. So head on over to our blog, mayecreate.com/blog, or our resources section, mayecreate.com/resources, and get all the goodness that you need to promote your construction company and grow.
For free.
Free.
For free.
Free. Thank you so much for sticking with us through this really engaging topic, at least engaging for us. I'm Monica Pitts.
I'm Katie Gwen.
Go forth and market with purpose.
Thanks again for listening to Marketing with Purpose. Head over to mayecreate.com, MAYECREATE.com. Yeah, you heard me right, MAYECreate.com for podcast notes and more resources to grow your business. Don't let your marketing suck. Get your pride on, market with purpose.